stadium is buried under a sheet of snow and ice. And lest you think I've gone mad from watching 2.5 hours of The Revenant and the snow up north that was prevalent throughout that whole movie, I'm here just to make a point today and to tell you that the drills we've developed for the lead arm and then for the top arm, which you'll see in the next episode, are done so that they can be done in the north. We have a big disadvantage of being up here. We can't get outside, but we can get the batting cages and we can set equipment up. So when Brett, Dusty, and I developed these drills and this new equipment, we're really excited because you can do it anywhere, in your basement, in a garage, and different places where you can't take full swings and hit outside. The other reason the drills are so important, it can really help us come back from injury. I finally had back surgery after suffering from 3 years of bad back problems. I had a 3-disc laminectomy in mid-December. I won't be able to swing until Softball Magazine spring training in March. These drills have given me the ability to practice here, swing at half speed, but develop the motion, remove the old muscle memory, and create the new. And the lead wrist in many swings blocks and locks our ability to snap. It's because we want to keep that palm down. A lot of hitters pull that knob up in the air. If you get past a certain point and haven't released or turned that wrist on our extension, we've gone beyond the point of being able to repair the swing. I think that the lead wrist blocks 90% of the wreck swings I see, and it's something that has to be trained, and that makes a lot of sense. So we have some drills that can teach you how to get the extension and teach you how to turn that wrist just properly. It doesn't roll over before impact. It's a rather complicated move of going forward on your drive and extension, but at the same time we're torquing to bring that bat head forward. Let's take a quick look at some of the pro swings. You'll notice how each of the pros has a different style, but the overall fundamentals are the same. Understanding that the hip rotation starts and powers the base of the swing, let's focus in on this pro style snap. As they rotate, each pro drives a knob and hands forward, usually at a level to slightly up angle, and that motion creates a lag of the bat head. The hips and the body rotate so powerfully that it takes a lot of mental and physical focus to create the lag, which is a linear motion done within the rotation of the hips and body. We're driving the knob forward within the body's rotation. This is an advanced technique which is either natural or must be developed by drilling. As the lead shoulder starts to rotate open, it pulls the lead arm and the knob forward and in an arc. The linear motion of the lag and snap then starts as the arms start to extend, and the overall feeling of driving the knob forward begins the attack and the mental focus of cutting through the ball and driving it away from us. In the initial connection position of the hands back, the lead arm is fairly straight, so there's less extension available from the lead arm. So the major part of the snap comes from the explosive and continuing extension of the top arm as it drives the top hand past the bottom hand, with the top hand torquing to enhance that movement forward and increase the snap. The lead wrist must release. This is either done passively by relaxing and letting the top arm drive and torque and guide the top hand and bat heads through the snap, or the lead wrist can assist by torquing to help guide the top arm extension and the top hand torque as they quickly drive and snap the bat head. This release or lead wrist snap must be done quickly before the lead arm pulls or drags the knob off the level path and off up into the air. We want the swing to be close to level, so the knob must guide that angle and the lead arm must release before the knob is dragged off course. You'll notice that even on the pro swings, there's a difference in efficiency and perfection among each one of them. Some have a sharper lag and snap than others. As all of us hitters get close to perfect swings, the margin of error increases and the consistency and power dramatically improve. The best way to start out teaching extension, the explosive extension, and then the release and the twist is to throw a frisbee into a screen. It helps us work on all parts of the swing together. It gets that easy, then explode. But I really want to get an extension, fling this, get fully extended, drive forward, and then I get a little bit of a release. Not quite the same as a bat, but it's real similar. Boom. So go ahead and give that a few tries. Can you feel that extension in the fling of the arm?
Yeah.
The important thing is to understand that correlation of extension with the frisbee. The frisbee really teaches you to extend. Both arms will extend, but it really gets that left arm flinging out there. You fling that frisbee with extension, and you also get a little bit of a release with your wrist. Not quite the same as you do with the tennis racket. The tennis racket teaches you go from with the racket facing the ground to boom. 90 degrees to hitting it flush. And you notice I'm palm down here, but I'm also palm down at impact. I don't roll over beforehand, but it's a very subtle move, hard to teach, and the racket does a good job of teaching it automatically.
The one thing that really is kind of sticking in my head is Brett saying you can't start the snap too early. I feel like I've always kind of just started and too late, and then my snap ends up happening well beyond where it should be.
You're finishing through like this, and then you're bringing the bat up like this.
I'm still not.
I mean, when I finish through and do the drill, my racket is down here, and then I see your upper body turn like this, and you're just pulling up like that. I mean, and that's kind of how your swing finishes sometimes too.
Yeah,
but what's that going to make you do? You know, it's just going to make you get to this point here and then drag it through. You get to this point here, you boom like this, and then you feel, you know, you should be feeling like that.
Lastly, when you jump to the bat, I've got the new original 2016 DeMarini Juggernaut. Watch the OG, it's right here. When I turn and go to impact, it turns 90 degrees. It turns from the OG facing up to hitting the ball. So understand that your lead arm, in a lot of cases, can block a great swing. If we can teach ourselves properly to go ahead and get the lead arm to guide properly, the top arm and the rear side is going to give us all that power, that drive and extension. So when you work out the tee, not only want to work both the lead arm drill, but also that top arm and extension drill.
I could sit in the cage for 3 hours and do 1,000 types of drills that will actually help me to.
What is your favorite? What's a favorite drill you do that helps you?
The best drill that I have, you know, done was the one-hand drill that you were just explaining. You know, you do your lead hand.
Right. You got to get the extension first.
Right. So but a lot of guys will do this. You know, boom this way, but you can't. You got to boom this way.
There's just one more tool we can use in the basement or in our garage in the wintertime up north, or even just as a pre-game tool to go ahead and make sure we do this drill right. And you can probably just a top arm swing going too, so if you want to back away a second here, I want to really make that bat zip along that rope. Boom. See how nice that goes, nice and smooth. And you get the feeling of cutting. I'm hitting actually underneath it, underneath the rope, but I'm not chopping down. The guide rope helps me set an angle slightly up, and I feel myself throw like the frisbee, turn like the tennis racket. When I combine the two together, it's just boom, nice cut motion on the rope. And a continuation, like you say, you want Scott Kirby, and that swing is smooth and steady throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's explosive more so at the start, but smooth and steady.
Once you swing through, and boom, you're making contact there. Boom, you're out to here. I mean, where should my bat go?
Down.
I mean, it should continue to come around. Even if you're holding on with both hands, it would continue to here, and then it would fold up over here. Just boom. You know, I got to get to this point here on the drill. And, you know, not worry about getting up here. I got to get to this point here, and then that continues to rotate around.
Yeah, for me it's an easy break.
You feel that?
Oh yeah, once I get into here, it automatically comes on through.
Yes, sir. So actually, you see that combat's going to rotate, you know, damn near 90 degrees.
Correct.
And that'd be just like hitting a backhand of tennis. So
you're cutting the ball, right.
Do that drill. Otherwise, you see guys that drag the bat. If this stays locked here, that bat's going to drag all day.
Right.
Even no matter how hard you push it, it would still go like this. So you feel for you, dropping that finger off and turning it, it's going to give you the ability to let that snap through.
Give it extra width.
As winter comes on, we get that great ability to be able to be outside when we can, but otherwise work on the drills and develop new muscle memory and erase old muscle memory so that we can get a good swing and we can improve our game. Tonight on the Bear-achelor, 25 ladies looking for love, but Bear thinks he's looking for a BP partner. Get ready for fireworks galore. So Bear, tell me about Tia. The viewers called in over 2 million tweets from young men followers, and they said she's the hottest woman we've ever had on the Bear-achelor.
That's right.
Yet that didn't work out either. Tell me about it.
Well, I called her on the phone. I said, I got a really stiff bat with a really nice inload. She said, seemed really interested, so she said, come on over. So I get over there. She comes to the door, and she's got these lacy undergarments on. She wasn't ready for BP.
So that ended the day?
Yeah, I took off out of there. For all you young fellas out there looking for a woman, get yourself a DeMarini. A lot prettier, much more forgiving, and a lot easier to find the sweet spot.
So you had a chance to hit the two 2016 new model Mercies and Juggernaut. Talk about each one of those and what you felt on them.
Yeah, the Juggernaut, I've always been a fan of the Juggy, and this is an awesome, nice new bat. Not only is it a nice bat, but it also has really nice graphics. And really the difference I think between the two with the Juggy and the Mercy is the Mercy has a lot more flex when you hit with it, so it's nice, it gets a little bit more of a pop. And another thing to know too, with this Mercy bat, the way it's built, you can only get it in a 26 ounce. Still a really nice bat with nice flex. With the Juggy, it being 27, it's an awesome bat, but I would probably prefer it to be another ounce, maybe a 28.
I notice you're getting similar distance than you did on the last two models of the Juggy, so that thing's not even broke in yet, so it must be great.
Yeah, it's not even broke in yet. I just got it out today, and I'm hitting about the same distance as I did on the ones that I broke in before. Great job, DeMarini.
I'd like to welcome Bob Russell from Evil Sports to the Woodlawn Hitting Club.
Thanks, Dave. I'm glad to be here. Evil Ball and the Evil BP is the official ball of the Woodlawn Hitting Club.
Yeah!